2002 here in Houston. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Houston. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons. And that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
On play action, here's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First give on the ground, it's Woody Marks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a game 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New set of downs from the 37. First down, Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Takes this one off, Marks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they stop him before he gets much on the return. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And at the helm, won his 2nd Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Burrow to the air now. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Looking to his fullback now. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
To the air, Stroud. Set up the screen here for Marks. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. He's going for it himself. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. So that brings us to the end of one. Both teams starting that long walk to the other end of the field. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. First down, Burrow to throw. Good gain here across their own 15. And he takes this one up just shy of the 20 to the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Cowboys, first down. A gain of 15. And a Cowboy first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 31 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Again, it's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
Well, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Burrow from the gun. Burrow's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Texans nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out now come the Texans on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's second and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Got his man. This is Nolan. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
37-yard line.
We've set it downs from the 37. Stroud to throw on first down. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Stroud throwing here on first. Lasers this one. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
At the 21-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Again, Stroud. Looking underneath for Marks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Burrow on first down. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Burrow now on first down. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
All set to go now from the 35. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
You gain that kind of yardage on the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Taylor again. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Burrow's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On first down, here's Burrow. Going with the screen to Taylor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Burrow to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They're going to try with the wideouts. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Call it a 7-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
Davis. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Texans 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Noel to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play action, here's Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third and a lone yard coming up. Stroud on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, Stroud has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets them the first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Throwing to the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
On second down, Marks. Still has some space inside the 35. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it'll be first down, Houston.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Rolling left, buying some time. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. To the air, Stroud. Set up the screen here for Marks. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still second down coming up.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play, because it takes all 11 doing their job.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Marks. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston. For some football, and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. So the win goes to the Jets. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.